Right, Ivan's just going to talk a little about the white wines, because we're now at the end of the white wines, and then we'll go on to the Pinots a little later. So, Ivan?
Okay, well, just before I talk about the wines, just a little bit of
Dog Point.
Dog Point. James and I started it in '02. That was our first vintage. We still had the day job, so we made it after work and on the weekend. And then we're full-time in '04. We've both been in the wine industry for quite a few years. We worked for Cloudy Bay for quite some time. And as that became more corporate, we decided we weren't corporate. So, and we wanted to get back to the coal face and what we originally got in the wine industry from the beginning. So, getting our hands dirty, if you like. So, we don't employ anyone, we do it all. Sort of, we have people in the vineyard, but in the winery it's just service. So from, if you like, viticulture through production to the marketplace, we do a huge amount of travelling. We don't put our wines in shows. We much prefer to do this. So thanks for coming along and allowing us to show you the Dog Point wines. I guess our philosophy is really sort of new world technology, but old world philosophy for making the wines. And by that I mean we like to minimalistic handling. We just like to leave it alone, the wine alone. And we're working with 3 varieties that we think are ideally suited to our area, which is Marlborough in the northern part of the South Island. It's 65% of the New Zealand wine industry is planted area. Almost a monoculture there now. It's 23,000 hectares. So it's quite big, and we've got all the big boys there. I'm not sure that's a good thing, but thankfully there's still a few small boutique sort of artisan producers like ourselves, which is great. And we've just concentrated on 3 varieties, as I said, 4 wines. And what you have is that you start off with the Tank Fermented Sauvignon Blanc, and I guess that's sort of quite generic for the area, and that's why where the region got its international acclaim. But we like to think that our wines do have a point of difference, and we hand-pick everything that we do, which is unusual, particularly for that style out of Marlborough. It's our own estate, so it's quite low cropping, and we do a little bit of what we call natural ferment in tank, just before we color it. And then the Section 90, the Chardonnay that you have, we don't make a lot of it because there's perhaps a lot of Chardonnay around the world, but we really enjoy trying to make a good Chardonnay. And it has 20% new oak, and the 3 barrel fermented wines, which is the Chardonnay, then the next one is the Section 94, and the Pinot, are all indigenous ferments. And by that I mean we don't inoculate, so if you come from Australia, it's feral. But, and we're looking to impart a nice yeast influence into the wine. And with the whites, you probably picked up the sort of the citrus sort of grapefruit is quite dominant as it comes through. Well, that's sort of inherent in the soils that we work with, the sort of clay soils. The Section 94 is our interpretation of Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc. It's a totally different style. If you think of one about rich aromatics, crisp lingering acidity, that's the Tank Fermented one. The Section 94 is more about textural complexity and probably goes with a greater range of foods, and particularly some of the marvellous seafood that you have here in Singapore. And it's fermented and aged in old oak, so we don't put new oak anywhere near it. It's all old oak, and we're just looking for the vessel to impart a nice yeast influence into the wine. And sometimes we often describe it as sort of a white blossom character that's on the nose, but underlying that is that citrus sort of grapefruit sort of character. James will talk about the Pinot coming up.
I've just got something to add with Chardonnay. We have a wine writer at our table, and she's given the Chardonnay a ringing endorsement in the latest edition of Helen's Apartment.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So what's the rating out of 100? Yeah? 95, 96? 93? Harsh.
If I could, I'm not going to paraphrase.
Yeah.
I'll quote her.
Yeah.
It's hard fine, nice Chardonnay.
Exactly. Touche. Totally agree.
It's not the RP,
Yeah.
it's the HP rating.
It's the HP rating. Very good. Very good.
HP93.
I think you should register that straight away.